Never been more comfortable in all this bread. It's just home. But anyway, thank everybody. Coach, I'd like to tell you it's been a rough ride. We came from Mississippi. I'll tell you what could have went wrong did go wrong. Ran over a cinder block in the middle of the expressway going 80 miles an hour, ripped out the bottom of my car in Birmingham, Alabama. So we ended up having to get a rental car and come on in, and then on our way in, we ran into a tornado. So, but anyway, thanks, Coach Morris. Thanks, Madison, for having me here. Being honored. First, I'd like to introduce my family. My wife, Gwen Larkin Cosby, please stand up. My sister, Tina, 1977. My father, Charles Cosby, 1957. About my history, what's going on. I'm the youngest of five. I'm going from the top. My uncle Eugene, class of 1967, letterman basketball, football, track. My dad, 1967. My dad, 1957, letterman basketball. My oldest brother Phil, 1974, letterman football, wrestling, track. My older sister Tina, class of 1977, varsity letter basketball. My older sister Gwen, varsity letter 1978, track. My older brother Chuck, 1981 letter, football, wrestling, and track. And then Coach Morris had asked me, I said, Coach, what do you want me to speak about? Coach said, tell everybody what it meant for you to be a Cub. So with that introduction, I don't think I need to go too far, just the initial, it was in red. So anyway, I was born and raised Madison, Indiana, north side of Madison, on the other side of Broadway. That's where all the African Americans live, in a small 2-block radius. So outside of our neighborhood, I didn't see a lot of Caucasian people, white people. We didn't see a lot. I seen the insurance man. That's back when they used to come to your house and get their premium. Tupperware lady. The fruit man came by on a horse and buggy. This is how old I am. Yeah, selling catfish, buffalo fish, and fruit. And the mailman, Charlie Ritchie, and Bud Ritter, Roger Galton, and Duke Meyer. I've known them all my whole life. Okay? So this is the God's honest truth. From the time I was 1 and my brother Chuck was 2, my grandparents took us to every single Madison Cub football and basketball game, home or away. Wow. We never missed a game until my grandfather passed away. He got diagnosed with cancer. So, you're taking these little boys to these games. You know, now my brother and I were known to be a little active, to say the least. We never moved. That was our treat. That was our treat to go see the Madison Cub. And we knew if we acted up, we couldn't go see the Cubs. And we sat there and we watched every game, every play. I can still tell you the starting lineup for basketball and football going back to 1974. I can. So, with that being said, that's another. You're a Madison Cub. You know, just like with Luke and stuff, people come up, they see me outside of in Mississippi or something, they say, you're a University of Louisville fan, huh? No, I'm a University of Louisville Cardinal. Right. I'm not a fan, I'm a Cardinal. And I'm not a Madison Cub fan, I'm a Madison Cub. So anyway, my brother and I, our grandparents get us us into sports. I mean, we know everything that's going on, and get up into the league, doing our thing, doing real well. And then my parents, my dad, he took us out of the area. And by the way, the area, Coach Junior, sorry, because we're all from the same, grew up together. I was in University, maybe I call him Junior. It's Coach Danny Gibson. We all grew up in that neighborhood. The Hugheses, Cosbys, Perrys, O'Banians, Gibsons, Inskys. I mean, all of us. We all grew up together. And we all competed with each other. The schoolyard on North Broadway, that's where you cut your teeth at. Yeah, where you cut your teeth. The older guys schooled the younger guys, and we just developed. And in my household, my late mother, Barbara, one of the most competitive people I've ever met. My mother. I don't care if it's backgammon, we're competing. So that competitive edge was instilled in us. And to do better, our family supports my immediate family supported we all support each other. But I never beat Tina in basketball till I was a sophomore in high school. I never beat Gwen in running till I was a sophomore in high school. She could outrun me. I couldn't do nothing with Chuck on the football field. I gave him shake, shimmy, sham, everywhere. He was tearing me up. And I never could outwork my oldest brother, Phil. So all these things were instilled in me at such a young age. So my father, he moved us up on the hill. We were the second African-American family to move out of the neighborhood up onto the hill. So we had to go to a new school. So we went, my father said, okay, you're going to play football, which we love to play football anyway, and your coach is going to be Duke Meyer. What? Duke Meyer, he's tough on us anyway, whether we're playing football or not. But I almost come to tears. You guys got to excuse me. Duke Meyer, Roger Gallup taught me everything. They taught me just the fun, just be, people think, Don, you did all these great things, all these records and all this stuff. I didn't do anything fancy. It's what they taught me, the fundamentals, and to execute and work. So anyway, keep going. My oldest brother, Phil, was the captain of the football team. He lived right just on Craigmont Street, if you're familiar with it, right behind the high school. So I would walk over there and watch the football practices. And so if you ever seen Major Payne when the little boy, they ran out and all of a sudden he said, we need one more person to perform, and he knew every move, that was me. So one day, Coach Gallup, the varsity was running sprints. And, I would always imitate him on the side over there and run, act like I'm on the varsity. And then one day, Coach Gallup looked at me and he said, Don! I thought I'd done something. I said, what are you doing? I don't know, Coach. You better get over and get in that line and start running. What? I get to run with the varsity? Sprints? And it was this drill that in football, when you get tired, you don't think. So it was a drill where they blow the whistle, and the next line had to break down and da-da-da. I had it down pat. Well, I got in that line. With my brother, he said, you better not mess up. Because if anybody messed up, they had to run extra. I could have ran all night. But that was so exciting to me. When I walked into school the next day, guess what I did? I ran with the varsity. Yeah, buddy. So anyway, let's go pass up the time where I got to be in high school. It was my junior year. I was starting varsity as a safety, but I wasn't starting as a running back. felt that I was a better running back, and I let the coach know. So I didn't start. So then, third game, I think it's fourth game, Bedford North Lawrence. The starting running back got hurt. All right, Cosby, you're up. Let's see what you can do. Guess what? It's my turn. I've been dreaming about this my whole life. Being a varsity running back on Friday night, under the lights, wearing that red and white. Oh. First time I got the ball, my first varsity carry, my first varsity touch, they handed me the ball, I went 7. Boom, 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 boom. Now, I want y'all to pay attention because listen to what I'm saying. You hear me saying a lot of I. Coach made me follow Luke, so anyway. So, the first 2 games, this is one of them 200-yard games. That third game, I didn't get nothing. They shut me down. I was mad. After the game, marched up to my room, shut the door, turned on my music, sit there and pout. That man right there in that purple shirt, came upstairs. I knew it was my dad. He asked me what was wrong. I said, I didn't get no blocking. I couldn't do nothing. I haven't gone anywhere. I don't know. That's why I'm mad. My dad sat there and he looked at me. And I knew he was on fire. He politely told me, he said, if you think you're so flipping doggone good, go out there and see how many yards you get by yourself. Now, my dad's the type of person, he's not going to explain. You better get it. He'll tell you, I don't want to do my back twice, and you better understand what I'm saying. So I sat there and I thought about it. What the heck does he mean? And he's right. What my father was saying is, Donald, that's your role. Football is a team sport. You're not going to do anything without everybody else. And if you're supposed to score touchdowns, that's your job. You're not doing anything special. You got a guy in front of you blocking, not getting his name's not getting in the paper or anything, but you think you're going to score a touchdown without him blocking for you. All of a sudden, that turned my whole perspective around as far as being a team. Instead of Donald doing his individual stuff, I started listening to my lineman. I started learning that my team, and if I could help and make them better, our team's going to be that much better. Okay, so it comes into my senior year. We had the most players come out. We had 130, I think, come out for the team. We had so many kids come out. On our picture day, we had to dress the varsity in the varsity jerseys and JV in the away jersey. Varsity and home jerseys, JV in the away jerseys, so we could take a picture. So that was it. So, I played with, everybody says you're always the best, but I played with the best. I played, and it's biased, I have to mention the name Kevin Burke. Woo! Boy, he was like, Kevin Burke was like that right-handed quarterback. He throws the ball, and the ball rotates this way. Left-handed quarterback, he throws the ball rotates this way. Opposite. So it's hard for people to pick that up. But guess who else is left-handed? So Kevin and I clicked real well, and he was just amazing. Just amazing. My senior year, and we didn't have a lot of winning seasons at all, but my senior year we were 5-4. We had a winning season. 3 of those 4 games, we lost by 2 points or less. Wow. We were good as a team. Don Cosby wasn't the greatest. Kevin Bird wasn't the greatest. But Madison Cubs. Okay, so I'm going to lead up to this story. I changed from I to we. Did y'all even notice that? Anyway, going into it, Floyd Central, I still can't stand. So we got to the end of the season and they had to face us, and they were going back then. It was just 4A, and they were going to the playoffs, and there was only 8 teams in the tournament.
Yes.
Carmel, Ben Davis, North Central, Hobart, a couple other schools I can't think of, and Floyd Central. But all they had to do was beat little rinky-dink Madison. No. Hell no. So I went to camp with a couple of these big studs supposed to be on Floyd Central. They had a linebacker. He and I had words and all stuff. A lot. But he was a man of the half. He was a hell of a ball player. And then I had a guard named Steve Freeman, was about this big. And come out in the game, we were giving Floyd Central the business. But this guy, every time I got loose, boy, he was on. So Steve said, Cobb, he said, just come off my 6, off my butt. He said, I'm just going to get in his way. Couldn't block him, he was way lower. This guy, like I said, he's a man and a half. So, here we come. I'm coming off. All of a sudden, I slow down because I used to be too quick. I slowed down and let Steve get in front of me. Steve, with his little butt, came in, and that guy just crushed him. I was like, whoa. But he hit him so hard, I stepped back, stepped around, went on in for a touchdown. Okay? I'll come back to the sideline because I said, Steve, you all right? He said, yeah, I had his ass. So anyway, we're giving them the business. This is big bad boy Central. Coming into the third quarter, we led the whole game. And then all of a sudden it was like 4th and 8. Cass calls fake punt. I don't know if it's Pam probably knows, but he called it fake punt. I was heated because he just ripped me in front of the whole team. But last time we ran a fake punt, it was 4th and 4, and I got 4th and 3.99. I said, next time I give you the ball, you better throw it. So they called it fake punt. I've been through my mouthpiece. I was just grinding. Who was it that led that block? My man Steve. Come in and there was another explosion. Boom! I stepped back. All of a sudden, the world opened up. Went on. We ended up, I'm going to tell you right now, going one way to put it, we whooped their ass. What my father was teaching me is that team concept that Mr. Whitehead was talking about. I played in front of 100,000. I played Hall of Fame. I tackled Deion Sanders 6 times. I played Bruce Smith, Bernie Kosar, Michael Irvin. You fought the whole game. Was nothing more exciting than when I walked into Madison and we won that game. That was the biggest victory. I got another one. I played basketball with him. So all of a sudden, Coach Merrill, we lost all the seniors, and they was these bad boys. You know, we had 5 seniors starting, and we came back with an all-new team that next year. And Coach Merrill said, "Guys, I don't know how many games we're going to win, but it's going to be a long season." We was dragging them boys all summer in the gym. You know, we knew we could play. So anyway, we ended up going undefeated forever, got ranked up to 11th in the state. But we played Jeffersonville. We hadn't beaten Jeffersonville in 30 years. At Jeffersonville. What a game. They were 6'8", 6'8", 6'6", and the guards were 6'2". I'm 6'2". They tell me I'm 6'3", but I'm dragging 6'8", but I like getting physical anyway. You know? So, Coach, I was put back, so I didn't shoot. I rebounded and played defense. muscle everybody out of the way. But anyway, it was so loud in that gym that, I mean, my ears were, I couldn't hear after the game. We went in triple overtime, beat them. The first time they had to escort us out of the gym with the police force. Yeah. Yeah, it was the most amazing victory. And that's the other. I can't forget it. And to this day, I tell you what, Thanksgiving Eve, my wife will tell you, man, I get the heat. I get the you might know why. Thanksgiving Eve.
Turkey
You
shootout.
got that right. Man. Oh, but let me tell you something about Madison High School basketball. Look. Our gym is huge, and it's packed. You know, that was a town event back in the 80s. But when the varsity took the locker room at third quarter JV game, standing ovation.
That's right.
Yeah, it made you feel like $1 million. That's what a Madison Cub meant to me. And I still hold on to those memories, always will. Congratulations, Britt. I was cool with Britt. I didn't think Brittany had lungs. I'm serious. She would run. I'm like being around with others. Ross said she's gonna run all day. I said, ain't no way she's gonna keep his pace. And then after she got through across the finish line, she wasn't breathing hard. But anyway, congratulations, Bridget. Congratulations to all you award winners. Proud of you. I just want to do one thing. Anybody here, the varsity letter, male or female, Madison, please stand up right now and be recognized.